chaos.
Chaos. How are you going to protect your king here?
I'll just move him to safety.
Okay. So in this position, the king, as we spoke of before, is strolling about in the middle of the board, and Alan has put a pawn up here, which is a sacrifice, but if you take it, you're bringing your king even more into the middle of the board, right? You're not going to do that. Yes, there is that problem as well. Yeah. So you have to be very cautious in this position. And you don't want to get checkmated, that's for sure. All right, I want to come back and see how Laura's doing. How are you feeling about your game?
Confident.
Is there any basis for that, or what do you think?
No, I think I started good, so...
Yeah, no, you're still fine. You have a solid position. You got your king into the corner, and now Alan is trying to... Well, he's trying to open up this for his rook. So his rook can be part of the attack, because if he moves the rook off of this file, the rook, we just talked about pieces having more scope, more power. When the pawn is blocking the rook, it can only go a few squares. If he takes here, the rook can go all the way down. And the fact that it's going down near your king gives it even more power. Right? It's going to be part of the attack. So, you know, chess is a bit like making a fist when you're going to throw a punch. If you're going to hit somebody, and this is just an example, you would close your fingers together and try to, at that moment, use all of your fingers together to exert force in one spot, right? And the same thing in chess. If you're trying to attack, you try to coordinate your pieces on specific points in your opponent's position to try to break through as best you can. And that's what Alan is trying to do, certainly in this board against Laura, where Alan is showing absolutely no mercy. But that's what I would expect, remembering what he was like in college. He's gonna go for it. Here we go.
No mercy, huh?
Alan, how do you feel about your games now? Are you comfortable in all, more or less?
Some are better than others. Some of them are very instructional, like this one is an interesting game.
Well, we did discuss this.
All right. So I think Fanny wanted to trade my queen off, but has stumbled into a bit of a problem.
Small one.
Because his king is defending his queen, so his king cannot take my pawn.
So he made the right move there.
He made the absolute right move. And I will be forced to retreat.
Yes, you're defending. Now,
Sorry.
Since we're looking at this game, this was an interesting moment. Some people might say, well, why didn't Alan in this position exchange queens? That would be an equal trade. But again, there are positions where one queen is more valuable than another. Alan's queen is in the middle of the board, able to attack in both directions. The king that Fanny is defending is in the middle of the board and cannot castle now because it's already moved. So if Alan were to exchange queens, he would be giving up an active queen for a very passive queen, a queen that's on its original starting square. So there's no reason for him to do that. Instead, he wants the queen to remain an attacker. And he's basically saying to Fanny, how are you going to deal with the fact that my queen is dominating the entire board now? It's extremely difficult, especially with these white square weaknesses, which we'll talk about later.
When I come back.
Keep defending. You made a good move there to avoid losing your queen. Excellent job.